Hey, it's the after show. Thanks so much for supporting me. You, another garbage, iPhone spec one. And here's the table and the speakers. And over here is Frank. That's how she sleeps. That's comfortable for Frank. But we're looking at headphones. This here is what I call the rack of the gods, because these are all my faves. These are the good ones. And just to quickly run down why these ones live here and why do I have like an overflow of headphones and these. Over here are my Grados. Oh, SR60s, man. These sound way too good for how cheap they are. They're an absolute bargain, handmade in New York. And next to them are the best Grados I own, which are their Hemps. Yes, I have the Hemps. They sound fantastic. They're the best Grados I got. They're so lightweight. Look, you basically have your ear resting right on the driver. So neat beans. Over here we got some Meze Classics. I'll actually be doing a video of these in the real near future, actually. I like them. They're trying to be really versatile and they're just beautiful with that, with the wood and the gold. That's real wood and it's all metal. Love it. DT770s. They are such a good set of closed back cans. You can get them in 32 ohm, 80 ohm. I got that big stink too. That's good enough. Too big stink, too fitty. But these aren't any old DT770s. These have been modded by Custom Cans in the UK. I don't know if you can read that. I've got some Shrek Goon cables in there. Look at this for a lead. Basically, these don't come with removable cables. This has had a mini XLR put in, and then it ends in the big 4.4 big stink end there, mate. They've been in there and like put stuff on to help the drivers and whatnot. It's, yeah, ultimate set of DT770s. Custom cans, not cheap, but dang, man. 770s have existed since the 80s, and they're slamming. Next to them, T1 Terminators, 600 ohm absolute beast nuggets. They speak for themselves. The Horde 600s, I don't use these a lot, but they're just the daddy, They're the daddy of critical listening, so they've always got a place here. K712 AKGs, so light, so lovely. I was doing most of my mixing on these for the longest time until you'll see them in a second. I had to get some of these to try, Audi's, planar magnetics. These are like Maseratis of headphones. Exotic materials, exotic means of making noise. They're very heavy. They need heaps of power, but holy heck. Probably the most detailed things I've used. Bamboo. Lovely. And these are some Sony XB1000s. You can guess what the XB stands for, because 70mm drivers in them. The ear pads are huge because they need to be. Look, there's my hand. They are humongous drivers. Yes, I'll do a vid on these at some point. Look, a pimp hat. Over here on this shrine, basically, are my AKG K812s. Let me just grab them. These are serious business. This is what I like mix music and edit videos with. Those ear cups are insanely comfortable, handmade in Austria. Oh, AKG, I miss you every day, mate. And yeah, these just kind of heal the wounds for me to be able to use them. They're just so good. I didn't pay what they're asking. Like, I got these used. Don't look at the new price and, oh man. But anyways, these are outstanding for work headphones. So clean. Now swinging past the mess, past the Stax ear speakers. I'll be doing a whole vid on these at some point. 140,000 ohms. Yes, that's right. That's the cable for them. Look at this. Oh, you chew on that, it's gonna zap you and kill you, to be honest. But over here, we have the scrub tree, which literally is a hat stand and it's just covered in headphones. And it is a hierarchy too. So up the top, look, these are the new, like, basically where AKG is now. I'm testing these still. They haven't earned a place anywhere else, right? SI finish semis, mate. Top Run here has got some great cans. Ooh, DT770s. These are unmodified ones. They're so good that I keep them up the top here. There's some K612s, HD280s. What was that? Sony's. Hang on. Sony's. They're all really nice sets of headphones, but, it's a bit hard when, you got these legends to play with. Down a little bit, we got some vintage K240s, 600 ohm studio editions. There's the money shot, that 600. Funny enough, Grado SR325s, way more expensive than the 60s, but not as good as the Hemps. So they live in no man's land, unfortunately. I actually kind of prefer the 60s sometimes. Yeah, these are pretty heavy. Audio-Technica M50s. I mean, they're not bad, but they just squeak too much. They're not built very good. And there's some vintage AKGs back there. And you know, going down, like, you know, it's like there's more leads. Like, it's all like pristine and clean, and it's just like getting into the underworld kind of thing. This is where a lot of the vintage headphones hang out. So we've got some K50s from the 50s. What are these? 140s. They're 1970s. Got some like really vintage Sonys here. They look bizarre. Some vintage Sennheisers right there. They actually sound pretty good. Nothing wrong with any of these. They're just, you know, I'll never use them. They're just point of reference. And getting right down into the underworld is just kind of where, you know, we got some aviation headphones that I'm never gonna use. Yeah, that's a pair of Porta Pros you're seeing here. And like on the audiophile subreddit, if you bring up anything bad about Porta Pros, they will actually come at you. They really, hang on, they look like I left the headphones in the dryer for too long and they got shrunk. Nice bass, but the top end is just, they sound like 1980s headphones to me. I hate this head strap. Like, yeah, and they're just a little bit too flimsy. They look cool, but I'm not that nuts about them. I'd rather some like SR850s by Samson. There's the Behringers from the cheap episode, you know, and I think there's some dirty bugs amongst the mess here or something. But yes, but then you look upwards and it's just like, it's a long way up to the top. But that was just a quick look at some of my headphones. I mean, I know there's so many of them, but you know, that's what you gotta do if you want to review them. You gotta have them. But thanks so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it, mate. More vids to come, and like, hey Frank, say see ya. All right, that's good enough.